Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Speedy here, and today we're doing another episode of Guest Star Rank. It's been a while, it's been a minute, and I'm happy to be back doing this for you guys. So smash the like button if you're excited for Guest Star Rank to be back. Also, let me know in the comments when I should do it again. I know there's some people who are like, Speed, stop doing Guest Star Rank, and then there's a lot of people who are like, Speed, do it again. Do it in the next week. But I appreciate all the feedback, so let me know what you're thinking. And yeah, let's get right into it. Today we're going to be focusing on the laning stage. And quickly, before we get into the video, guys, I just want to let you know that I am creating a lot more content. I recently just made a video as well on the main gameleap website that you can sign up to down below, where I talked about how to stomp on Lycan. I feel like this hero is very underrated right now. I tweeted about it. I think this hero is insanely good and underpicked as a mid laner specifically. And I talked about that. I also am doing full-length coaching sessions that you can get. So if you want more content and you're not happy with the length of these YouTube videos, you want even more, gameleap is the place to go. It's going to teach you everything you need to know. That rhymed. Now you have to sub. And I hope to see you guys there. Click the link down below. And yeah, let's get into the video. Let's get right into it. We're going to be starting with the Cabbage Man going the GH build. We see the Crown Branches build. GH has been going this consistently. And let's see how you play the lane. This is a very weird lane. Ogre is a hard hero to zone out. Bloodseeker is a very hard hero to zone out. By the way, Bloodseeker's back. Who called it? Your boy Speed called it. You know I'm always giving you the best meta tips. But let's just start with the rune fight. I expect you to use your fire spirits here. Okay. So, guys, this is something I see all the time with every single player that isn't like 4K and up. Cast your spell at the rune. What are you waiting for? Right? The greatest thing you can do as well is understand that this is a 20-second duration. So you should spawn this thing at like 10 seconds before the rune, or at least 6 seconds before the rune starts, and start casting them. Start getting the value out of it. Start trading right clicks. No one can trade into you. They lose 80 attack speed. Most heroes' base attack speed is like 100 or 120. They have no attack speed. Go cast your spell, man. Like, you and the Tide need to man up. Why are you both running away? It doesn't make any sense. Make your Tide man up by you manning up. People will follow along. You need to at least cast your spell. Even if Tide doesn't follow up, it doesn't matter. Cast your spell and start winning the lane now. This is ridiculous that you and Tide casted 0 spells there. It is absurdly bad. And I'm not just trying to pick on Cabbage Man. I'm trying to pick on everyone who does this. I see it all the time. Win the trade at the rune. Who cares about the rune? Win the trade. It is so much more important. Whew, okay, let's get into the lane. So, the main thing to consider here is that, yeah, I'd like to see you play on the left side of the lane. I don't want to see you try to 50-50 to Ogre. That is basically all you need to do. There's nothing too much you can do here besides wait till you get level 3, and then you can start looking for kills with the Tide. Also, something I would note is I would tell Tide, if you get off to a good start, and you feel like the lane's okay, to take a point in Gush. You guys can synergize your Gush and your Fire Spirit to pressure the Bloodseeker and hopefully kill him. But let's get into the lane. There's really nothing you can do insane here. The only thing you can do is deny creeps and secure creeps. And then if anyone tries to hit your Tide Hunter, you cast your W. So this range creep, you need to Fire Spirit for it. Like, literally, guys, cast your spells. I don't care. Just cast it. What are you doing? Ah! Oh my gosh, you nearly didn't secure it. Why did you just go AFK there? That's what I don't understand. Guys, be active in your laning stage. Why are most people just doing nothing? Do something. Do something. Like, this last 10 seconds, you didn't do anything. I'm just being real. Like, sometimes there is literally nothing you can do, right? But right here, I would just Fire Spirit, throw one at the Ogre so he can't deny this creep, right? Sure, something like that. Then for this range creep, I don't want them to deny it, right? I'm gonna Fire Spirit and prevent them from denying it. Or do my best to prevent them from denying, right? Or I'm at least gonna auto-attack this to make sure that it doesn't get denied. Again, or I'm gonna at least try to deny this creep. Or you could hit the Ogre. There's so many things you just could do that would have a little bit of impact, and that's how you win the lane. You have little bits of impact consistently. Whew, okay, let's keep going. So you got the tangos, pretty standard. Once again, I'd love to see you just cast a spell. It's been a minute, you have yet to do that. Range creep got denied again, and you did nothing about it, and it's your job. Tide can't do it. He doesn't have a nuke. And I know you don't have a quote-unquote nuke, but you do have a long-range spell that messes with people's ability to do that. So this is just, I'm just being honest, I'm already getting low MMR vibes just because you're not doing anything. And it's one of those things where you're not going to get to high MMR, guys, if you don't do what your hero can do. If you're playing Tiny and you never toss anyone, why are you going to go up in MMR's Tiny? If you're playing Bloodseeker and cast like one spell a lane, why are you going to get anywhere? Even here, like, deny this creep. Look at this. This is my biggest issue with people. So right after this range creep, this is good, right? Okay, so you deny this range creep, fantastic. After he denies the strange creep, look where his focus goes. I don't know. I don't know. Where are you going? Why are you clicking back here? There's no one even close to you. Deny this creep. Even if you think, quote unquote, that tide will do it, it just shows a lack of care for denying this creep. You know what I mean? The only thing you seem focused on right now is instantly shipping out these items. That's seemingly all you are caring about right now, which is, you know, if anything, the least important part. Okay, let's keep going. So, it's 2 minutes in. You have yet to cast a single spell. Okay, here we go. We got one of them. You should throw it out. So, like, okay, that's alright. Here you should go. Okay, solid. Could have been more proactive. Don't be afraid to miss. A lot of people are afraid to miss. So I'm gonna move on more towards the backside of the lane. I don't want to harp on this too much, but like right when you take it out, just throw one, you know? Even if he is gonna bloodred, just throw it out. Don't be afraid to miss. You have 4 of them. And that's the big thing, guys. Don't be afraid to mess up with your spells. You're gonna get to use them again. It's 25 seconds, you know? Tango. Here you could side pull. I would 100% side pull. The lane is under their tower. There's nothing you can do right now. You have no fire spirits. Like, guys, answer this question for me, and then I'm literally going to end this replay. Just to end on, like, a dramatic note. What can he do right now? Right here. What can he do? The answer is deny this creep. That is it. That is, like, all he can do in this scenario. You can't zone... Like, that's the best case scenario. If Bloodseeker pulls aggro away from the Phoenix, he can't do anything. Anything. And so what he can do to prevent that, or counteract that, is pull this over to here, and then farm this camp. And get a deny and a melee creep. And then you're actually having impact. Guys, have impact in your lane. Learn to deny creeps. Learn to cast your spells. Learn to side pull when the lane shoves. That's why, like, when people ask me, like, I can't gain MMR, I'm stuck. But no one does anything. How do you expect to go up? Like, it's been 3 minutes. You and Tide are full mana. Okay, you're not full mana. You're essentially full mana. I'm gonna end it there. Let's get the rank. I think this is, like... The thing is, like, your items are updated and you follow the meta, so I feel like you're not... Guardian, Bridal. I think it's like the rank above Guardian. What's the rank above Guardian? Crusader? I think you're Crusader. I'm gonna say that this is Crusader 5. That's my guess. Crusader. No, Crusader 5's high. Crusader 4. There we go. Crusader 4. You are Archon 1. Okay, so I was very close. Okay, you went the Meteor Hammer build. Axe. Axe is kind of weird. I personally would just recommend going something like Veil if your teammate. Yeah, I would probably, instead of going Axe, I would go like Veil, Shivas, something like that. But okay, nonetheless, items are not the most important part for you. You need to not worry about items or even shipping out tangos for the most part. You need to just really get in the habit of doing stuff in lane and having impact and casting your spells and auto-attacking your opponent more and side pulling when you have to. Otherwise, you're going to have a tough time really coming out ahead. Because you even went 0-5 this game, which just shows it mostly stems off the lane. If you don't do a good job in lane, you're going to have a hard time making plays, have a hard time getting kills, and yeah, it's going to snowball throughout the entire game. So let's get into the next clip. Alright, next up we'll be taking a look at, what is your name? Nigma.Ticklepickle. Gotta love it, playing the Drow Ranger. Okay, this is a hero I've been hyping up. Let's see how you play the lane. So it looks like you are against a... Skywrath Tide, that's what I'm seeing. So this is a lane that obviously threatens Drow a lot. In high armor games, the Tide even might take a point in Gush and just gush you down. If you overextend at the rune, when they have Gush and Concussive Shot, or whatever it's called, Concussive Shot, they can just straight up kill you. So you have to be very careful. And already off the bat, I'm seeing a problem. You're standing right next to the trees. Like, if I am playing this Tide Skywrath, what I'm going to tell my Tide, if I'm playing Skywrath and vice versa, is we can sneak up on the Drow. We can go on her when she goes for the rune. You need to be standing here, or here. Not here. This is where they can come from. If they explode on you, you can't disengage. There's no way. So I'm a bit concerned that they'll jump you. Okay, geez, you didn't even react when you saw them coming. That is not good. Okay. Alright, it's not the end of the world. You just gotta you can't position like that. It's just bad. Because you actually could theoretically fight them at the rune if you play max range, right? If you don't let them sneak up on you, and you can get that frost arrows to start, you could win the lane, so. Okay. So yeah, the key to playing Drow and getting good at Drow is just hitting your opponent a lot. A lot. Because when you use frost arrows, it doesn't aggro the creep wave, which is a huge advantage. It also does bonus damage. And therefore, all I really want to see you do in this lane is number 1, hit the Skywrath when Jakiro is hitting him. And number 2, when nothing is happening, hit the Tide. And then, of course, number 3 is get the last. So here, this creep aggro is not really necessary. You just don't need to pull aggro. You're okay, you're walking through the creep wave. Oh, God. Yeah, you should just really kill this creep. It's not the end of the world, but okay. decent start. This is where you should hit the tide, because I know it's hard to see, and this is where, like, you know, you just gotta play a lot of Dota, but that wasn't in last hit or deny range. Maybe it was for the tide, but you should just hit him instead, because it wasn't in deny range for you. Okay, somehow you got it. Okay, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is already low MMR. You can just tell by the fact that tide didn't get that last hit. That was just a very slow reaction time. But okay, you need to be able to diversify your attention. This is a big thing that I see that a lot of players need to develop. Your attention is just so one-dimensional, right? It's very, very one-dimensional. You have full mana and plenty of regen. This guy, I don't even know if, okay, his tangos, but he's 100 health. Hit him, you know? Like, there's nothing for you to last hit. Just get it one right-click in. You don't have to go kill him. Just hit him once, right? Because that's how you win the lane. It's all about slowly beating them. I stress this in the lane because it applies to every single hero in every single matchup in every single game. I think you've hit someone once, a minute 30 in. It's the same thing, like, and I'm getting the same vibe of that Phoenix game where it's the same thing where, like, it's not that you're necessarily doing anything bad, you're just not doing anything good. Right, guys? Like, I want that to be the main message of this video that I can really get across to everyone. It's not that these players are doing anything bad, it's just that they're not doing anything good either. Right? And therefore, you're not going to win the lane. You're just going to do okay, right? And that's not how you win games of Dota. That's how you just hope you win games of Dota, you know? Like, even here, you're running through a creep wave. Like, honestly, I expect them to just hit you. Like, look at how bad this is. You're just surrounded. Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen this on various websites, if you guys know what I mean. But you get the point, right? Like, you're just in between an entire creep wave. You can't do that. Right? You can't walk through an entire creep wave. It just doesn't work. You should have just pulled it under your tower. Alright, the next thing to note as well, at level 3 you're supposed to take frost arrows. It doubles in bonus damage and slow. It's very important. And yeah, the main thing is, I think you've hit the tide once and you hit the sky like 0 times. And it's all about finding those opportunities to hit them, right? It's all about staying behind your creep wave, waiting for your Jakiro to, you know, cast his Q or whatever he's gonna cast, and then synergizing and finding right clicks in between. Like right there, you could just hit the tide and the tide gush coming into play. I can't believe this guy took gush. I feel like every time I watch a quote-unquote low MMR game, they never take gush. This guy's Smurf? I guess I'll have to check after. But okay, I think I'm just gonna move on to the next one. I hope that gives you some general points, but if you don't work on your positioning, like staying behind the Jakiro and just auto-attacking people a lot more, you're gonna have a hard time. Oh my god, he's not a Smurf. What is he doing? Oh, what the? Alright. So I'm gonna guess the rank is... I'm gonna say the same thing as last time. This is like Crusader 5. Crusader 5. I'm sticking with it. Oh gosh. That's Archon, right? You are Archon 2. Okay, same thing. You just gotta work... Did you win this game? You did win this game. Okay. You gotta work on your ability of multitasking in the lane. You gotta hit people. You gotta position properly. You can't walk through creep waves and never hit your opponents. And it just doesn't work. You can't win your lane if you never do any of this stuff. And that's really what I'm trying to get across. Alright, let's get into the next game. Alright, and last but certainly not least, and don't worry, we'll be doing another guest rank soon. I'm gonna try to do one probably in the next 4 to 5 days, maybe a week. You guys can hold me accountable. Where I do like 5, 6 people. These have obviously been pretty long though. Obviously I don't want to make the episode way too long, unless people would enjoy that. I don't know, you guys can let me know. But nonetheless, let's watch this Storm Spirit. Very hard matchup. Quap Storm, very difficult. The key to playing this matchup is hitting the Quap when she overextends and using a lot of remnants to prevent the wave from being static. If the wave statics, you're gonna get auto-attacked a lot, you're gonna get daggered constantly, and therefore you really want to try to mess with the equilibrium. So right here, this is an opportunity to hit the Quap. Alright, for everyone watching, look, why? Why is this a free trade? Great block, by the way. Honestly, one of the best ways to beat Quap in lane is by getting a good block. It forces her to overextend, it allows you to get 3 extra armor on her tower, 1 extra HP regen, and a favorable trade in the creeps. This is such a big deal. Now, my question, and I have not watched this replay, I am pretty convinced you're not going to hit her, unless you are high MMR, in which case I will be pretty sure you're high MMR, and you don't. So right there, that's where you got to hit her, right? Like, this is your biggest advantage you will get in the lane. Quap is level 1, she's not that strong yet. You are on your high ground, and yet you do not hit her. Now, the tides turn. Now you are in the creep wave, she's not, she should hit you, and she doesn't. Okay, this is low MMR. I'm glad you secured a creep, that is good and all, but guys, I can't stress this enough. You see how the little thing separates one person from, you know, one bracket from the next? That is how Dota works. It's all the small stuff. When you add all the small stuff together, that's when you gain rank. Okay, let's keep going though, because it's not like you've thrown your lane by any means. Your CS is actually, okay, you missed 2 that you could have gotten, which is not optimal, but alright. Another thing I would say is usually against Quap, you don't want to start with the salve, you want to start with tangos, just because her dagger makes it very hard to actually pop salve reliably, so you want to, you know, eat those tangos. Then once again here, I'm telling you guys, the way to beat Quap early on is to hit her when she overextends for daggers. I cannot stress this enough. Eat a tango, branch eat a tango, and hit her when she walks past the wave. So right here, she starts walking in your direction, especially right here. You do kind of a good job kiting her into the wave, right? You want to bait her into the wave. You don't want to stand here, let her hit you for free. You want to stand here, which you're doing. This is kind of weird. It's a bit far, but nonetheless, it's good. The question is, do you hit her here? Do you punish her? No, like that should just be a free auto. Contesting this creep, alright, you hit it late, not too good. And then once again, this is a good time to auto attack. Use some mana, man. Like, just hit her, right? That was good. Now, okay, this is overextending. This is when it becomes overextending, right? You have to be able to switch. Now the creeps are on you. You have to switch. You guys see what I'm saying? You see how you win the lane? It's all about kind of playing around the creeps early on. Only because they force you to back, they force you to go in. That's how they work early on. Okay, so you're tango. Once again, I probably would have hit the Quap there. Oh, you're overextending. Oof, okay. Let's keep going. Lane's even. Let's see if you can turn it around here. You're probably going to pop yourself here, I would imagine. Okay, try to secure the range creep. Okay, I like that you used the Q to secure that one. You can Q secure this one as well. I'd be cool with that. No! Oh, that's so risky. Pull? Okay, you could have done that better. Honestly, the Quap is very, very out of position. Also, she hit level 3. You do too here, so I get that you know, you can use that power spike. The Quap's level 3, so you have to be careful. Right? You have to be careful. And the main thing I would say, as Dota completely bugs out, the main thing I would say, if you're going to go in here, you need to lead with the Vortex, right? Because that's how you do it. That's how, if you can. Sometimes you can't, but in this case, the Quap overextends. So she overextends here, she turns, which means you can go for the Vortex. So you want to pull, you want to hit, then you want to Remnant, then you want to hit. But instead, you don't get the damage from the Remnant, which is 120. It's absurd how much damage level 1 Remnant does. It's because it's hard to use it on heroes. And therefore, you're actually going to lose the skill, I think. But you actually got it, okay. So you messed up, but you still got it. Good, but obviously, those execution things always could be fixed. Let's see if you can keep winning this lane. Your CS is not great, but I like this pressure. Okay, this is a bit far. That's fine. It doesn't matter. You didn't play it perfect, but that death does not matter at all. Like, you're gonna come back to the lane and be perfectly fine. You're full resources. Yeah, I like this pressure. You know, the funny thing is, I like this pressure, but I didn't like how you played the early waves. You would dominate this lane so hard with how you're playing properly, you know, because now you're doing the whole spell thing, right? But if you got the first 2 minutes proper, you would stomp this guy hard. Don't overextend. Okay, nice. I get the last hits. This is the problem. You're so all in. Everyone's so all in. Guys, you have to do both if you want to get better. And I know it's hard. It's very, very hard, but you have to do both. Like, he can't miss 2 CS. These CS are just as important as the kill, you know? Just as important. Okay, I'm fine with shoving this wave. Okay, once again, you can't miss the CS. Tank the tower randomly. Hey, get the rune. Honestly, I would consider diving Quap with this. Alright, she salves up. So right here, what I do is I want to make the Quap comfortable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to act like I'm not trying to pressure the Quap. And then, once she goes for CS, I'm going to haste and try to pull her. So like right here, I know she's going to go for the CS, right? So I'd haste, I'd run at her, and then I'd do the combo. Ugh. Because basically, I don't want to, if I'm going to try to lane this, right? So there's 2 ways you could play right now, for everyone watching. You could play 2 ways. You can try to kill the Quap, because you're doing okay, and you have a haster, and you could try to mess with her. Or you can try to jungle, wait for her to push the wave, and play very defensive. These are your 2 options. If you're going to play aggressive, you cannot, to the best of your ability, you cannot let her start the trade with a dagger. Once the trade starts with a dagger and no return, you have lost. You've lost, because now you're going to start ticking down, and by the time you go for the trade, it's not nearly as good. In this case, it still works out alright. This Quap is very bad at playing around her abilities, but hey, you're doing a good job punishing it, which I respect. I'm getting, like, legend vibes from this. But yeah, your CS is obscenely low, which is going to hold... I'm going to guess you're, like, 3rd net worth. Whoa! How smart am I, guys? Wow. Wow. Now, but the reason why I say that is anyone with better CS is just going to beat you. Like the Sven and the Slaughter. Now, you are catching up at this point. But yeah, you just got to work on your CS as well. What the? I mean, I get it, but like, at the same time, this is just too much. You're trying to do too much. It's so obvious as well. You need to be less obvious. Like, you messed up and you had 100 mana and you still tried to outplay her. It's too obvious, and then because you're out of mana, it's a free counterplay. At this point, you should just push in a wave. Don't. See, right there, you should just kill a camper. Like, right now, I'd love to see you stack a camp, because if you stack a camp, you're going to be able to get the neutral items at minute 7. And this next wave is under tower, so it's going to push into you, right? You don't have to be here right now. In fact, you do not want to be here right now, because this next wave is going to push under your tower, right? It will. And therefore, right now, I would love to see you stack, then push the wave in, then take the stack. That would be your optimal play. Now, instead, you're just going to get daggered by the Quap and so on, or you're going to try to kill her and commit suicide again. I don't actually know if you mess this one up. The only thing I would say here is I recommend you buy a wand, and I recommend you buy treads. Are you gonna buy a wand and treads? If you're gonna go Bloodstone Rush, you need those items. You can't just rush Bloodstone. It doesn't work. But let's see how you played this one in the video here. So, okay, you lead in. You kind of cancel your animation, but that's all right. But I'm not gonna harp on that. Okay, you do that right. You zip in front. Okay. Honestly, you didn't even play it that wrong. You're just not farmed enough. You didn't have enough items to complete that. I would say you executed that fine in that case. Ugh, okay. I'm gonna guess the rank. I'm ready, guys. Are you guys ready to guess the rank? Ugh, let's guess the rank. Here we go. I'm gonna say this seems a bit higher than the other ones just because you are pretty aggressive. Your early aggression was just very poor. It's very bad. And I know I'm saying it a lot and I know I'm harsh, but that's obviously just, I do the same thing to myself, guys, right? When I'm harsh to you guys in the video, it's not like this is something I just do to make myself feel superior. No, this is the same way I got better at Dota. Every single time I made a mistake, I'm harsh on myself. Not because I hate myself, not because I hate you guys, just because I care. And yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say it's Legend 2. That's my guess. I'm gonna say you're Legend 2. Ashki. Oh wow, I'm really close. These are all Legend 3. Which one are you though? You are Legend 4. Yeah, it makes sense to me. You just gotta touch upon all these small things. Like, every single time you make one of these small mistakes and don't pressure and don't get that stack at the right time, and it's just all the small stuff, guys. I hope you see that. That's been the main theme of this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe, sign up to the gameleap website, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Before you leave, just want to say a quick message. If you're trying to get better at Dota or you just enjoyed that video, I know this is pretty general, and you're gonna hear this quite a bit from me, but I recommend you sign up to gameleap.com. Why? Because I put a lot of effort into the content over there, and generally the effort I do there is different from the content you're gonna see here on YouTube. It is different. In fact, I usually go a lot more in depth on topics or into niche topics that help you get to the next level even faster. Because on YouTube, I often have to keep it more mainstream, and that's even why I'm putting it at the end of this YouTube video. That's why this is at the end, because a lot of people just watch 5 minutes, they skip through just for like the dopamine spike. But if you are interested in actually getting better at Dota, I recommend you go to the description down below, get your discount right now by clicking the link, sign up, use the discount code that you're gonna see there, and I hope to see you there right now, so click it, and yeah, thanks for watching.